All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curve. 14, front it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
12.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
45, 45. Mike, 45. You ain't going nowhere. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Man out.
Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
4 down, 4 offside. 45. Mike, 45. Ready? Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 46.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Lions.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
And the Lions, first down.
Double dog. That's the way. Check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check out Reed. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's coming. We got double up. Shit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Patsy. Check 43. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He's brought down by Dylan Johnson. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Mike, 45.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. He completes this one to Mack. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready. 45 to Mike. We own it. We own it.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Bang out. Bam.
Keep it up, guys. Shift.
Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch gears.
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
54 Mike. I got you. No.
Alert. Fair.
6.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the 24, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Carson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Look left.
That's me. 59 is Mike. 59.
Touch 50, touch 50.
59. Here we go.
Green, there you go.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd and 7, Taylor. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Mike, 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Friday.
Wilson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
We got to step it up. Check nickel. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Check 52. Joker.
Here's Taylor. Going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Taylor hit. He lost the football. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now Taylor to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Taylor now to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
45.
To throw again is Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
36.
Again, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
They run again with Carson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Chris, the team. 44 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch go 14. 44, Mike. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Alert flare.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let him know. He's checking.
36 power.
Crash.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Check bomber. Hey, seam 6.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
All go special. All go special.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Hey, look.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Still got it. 4 down.
I can't believe it.
Now Wilson going to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch. 12. No task, no task.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 7.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You must be dreaming.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just do it.
Keep playing.